I'm answering a question that was sent to me through my email from one of my YouTube subscribers, which is, what does it mean to live in spirit and truth? And how can this mindset transform our relationships? So what I like to do is go to the Bible first. And what we're going to do is go to John, let me see, it was John 4. John 4, chapter 4, verse 23 through 24. But the hour is coming, and now is, when the true worshipers will worship the Father in spirit and truth, for the Father is seeking such to worship him. 24. God is spirit, and those who worship him must worship in spirit and truth. So the way I would answer that personally, now I had to give you the verse out of the Bible, because living in spirit and truth has profound implications in our everyday lives, especially in challenging environments like nursing homes, which I work in nursing homes more so, and I lose my job often, which should not be, but that's the reality in living in truth. And if someone else is walking the same shoes, comment in the comment section, press thumbs up if you agree that living in truth. And when we witness abuse, such as co-workers verbally or physically harming a resident, living in truth compels us to take action. Reporting the abuse is not just fulfilling our role as a mandated reporter. It reflects our commitment to honesty and integrity. A lot of CNAs tell me, just keep your mouth closed. You want to keep your money. You got things to do for you and your kids. You don't want to keep experiencing these financial dry spells and blah, 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 blah. Basically giving me a lot of verbal backlash on why I shouldn't tell on them, how I should keep their little demon secret, and I'll be happy. It really just sounds like the devil in my ear. Living in truth means recognizing that our actions must align with our values and beliefs. It requires us to stand up for those who cannot defend themselves and adhere to the principles of treating others as we would like to be treated. And most of the time, that's not what's going on in these nursing homes. And I really don't all the time want to speak about this on my YouTube channel, because sometimes I feel like it could jeopardize my chance on getting employment, because I can walk into a nursing home and get hired on the spot. But, getting hired on the spot, you can also be out the door just as fast as you got hired. And it's really based on you doing the right thing, and it's covered up and not really spoken about. It's like whispered about, while the fear of losing our jobs or facing retaliation like I do may tempt us to look the other way. We must prioritize our morals, obligations, protect vulnerable individuals by taking the courageous step to report the abuse. We are acting in accordance with God's expectations, understanding that He sees and evaluates our actions. So living in truth is not always, gonna be something that's easy to do. As you've heard before, take the road less traveled. And obviously the road less traveled is not the one that people turning their, eyes acting like they don't see. This coworker knocking an old person upside the head, or a vulnerable person that's probably not old, but yet, can't defend themselves due to their body's condition. You just got to remember, ultimately, this choice demonstrates our responsibility to uphold justice and compassion, illustrating how living in spirit and truth leads to meaningful change in our relationships and the environment. So that's how I would answer the question. And the question was, what does it mean to live in spirit and truth? And how can this mindset transform our relationships? I answered it based on my experience working in these nursing homes and also living in truth, working in these nursing homes as a certified nurse's assistant.
Jesus, 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 Jesus.